Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Monday, January 30th. Very cold temperatures, dangerous wind chills will be the norm not only today, but heading into tomorrow as well across the region. And we're talking conditions where it only takes just a few minutes for frostbite and hypothermia to set in. These wind chills will be at their lowest today. There will be some areas that will be dangerously low tomorrow, maybe just a little bit warmer than for today in those areas, but still dangerous in those particular locations. Well below average temperatures through the midweek. We do warm up later in this week. It only puts us closer to where we should be for the first few days of February, and also we see a return to the potential of some snow and some rain and snow, or at least a mix in some of the lower elevations by the end of the week. Satellite this morning, the only cloud cover we have is we have a little bit of low stratus over along the Wyoming border, a larger patch of stratus over the Magic Valley, portions of the South Hills, and up into the Wood River Valley. A little bit of higher cloud cover moving over. That may produce a little bit of light snow or flurry activity with that patch of stratus over the Magic Valley into the Treasure Valley. That stratus, as the winds are going down the Snake Plain coming from the north and east, is continuing to push that stratus to the west, and that trend will continue throughout the rest of today. The weather risk outlook, you'll notice that we do have these dangerous wind chills highlighted, some major impacts, and you may notice a lot of schools are closed for today. Also, I'm sure other entities are taking a look at this as well. It's because of these very dangerous wind chills, and it's not taking a lot of wind to produce these dangerous wind chills just because the air temperatures are so cold. Now, we do have we're going to have a little bit of light snow to the forecast up around Island Park tomorrow, maybe up around the Chalice area, up over into the Little Lost area, also up around Lost Trail Pass. That trend continues into Wednesday. The wind chills start to improve, but some areas, especially where we can stay cold across the Snake Plain into the southern and eastern highlands on Wednesday, some of those wind chills will be at or below minus 20. And that condition improves through Thursday, and then we introduce that chance of precipitation going into Friday. The best chance will be in the higher elevations. It's not out of the question we see a bit of light rain and snow over the Snake Plain and the Magic Valley, but those chances right now are under 10%. So looking at where we're at with those wind chills this morning, many areas are seeing wind chills minus 20, minus 30. We're seeing some minus 40s over the area, and this is what we're talking about. The concern here is, just taking a few minutes if you're out exposed to see frostbite and hyperthermia setting in. It's a little warmer as you head into the Magic Valley, but some of those wind chills around 15 to 20 below zero. Looking up to the north, we still have some wind chills around minus 40 to minus 50 in a few spots. Most areas are running 5 to 15 miles per hour on those winds. We still have the very strong winds occurring up along the Montana border, and that's producing the wind chills. We do have some of this blowing and drifting snow continuing up in this part of our area this morning. Do definitely check with ITD throughout the day to see if any of the road closures that are ongoing, when those roads will be opening. It may take a little bit, but certainly we will see conditions eventually improving as we go through the rest of today. So back to the forecast. For this morning, you can see those gusty winds, and some of these wind gusts are around 30 to 40 miles an hour up along the Montana border, also spilling out of Limhi County through Blue Dome, Lone Pine into the Mud Lake area, and also spilling down towards the Utah border as well. Those northerly winds spilling into northern Utah this morning. Those wind gusts continue to slowly subside throughout the day, but with as cold as it is, it's not going to take much to drop our wind chills. For the rest of the day, and these wind chills will probably be starting to improve a bit by mid to late morning, but we still are looking for some 30 to 40 below wind chills up north. The rest of us running about 15 to 25 degrees below zero on the wind chill. Even up in the Stanley Valley, with just it being so cold, we're looking at wind chills colder than minus 30 for later this morning, improving this afternoon. Here are our high temperatures for today. Single digits over pretty much a good chunk of central and eastern Idaho, some low teens where we can warm up a little bit for this afternoon. Wind gusts this evening, they're just really non existent, 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe a few spots seeing some gusts around 15 miles per hour. But that still, with as cold as it is, we're going to see many areas with wind chills minus 10 to minus 20 across a good chunk of the Snake Plain into the eastern highlands, some of the southeastern highland areas. We're talking 20 to 30 below wind chills, maybe some spots with wind chills 30 to 35 below zero. And of course, the colder areas in the central mountains, those wind chills minus 20 to minus 34 tonight into tomorrow morning as well. And those cold temperatures, the air temperatures, they'll be better than they were this morning. In some cases, we're talking 5+ degrees warmer, but still over a good chunk of the Arco Desert, we're looking at minus 15 to minus 30 for air temperatures. That extends up in the eastern highlands. Copper Basin, Stanley, the typical cold spots running minus 20 to minus 30 for the air temperatures tomorrow morning. Those wind gusts, we're going to see a few more gusts across the area, but we're going to counter that. It's going to start warming up. Daily warm-ups around 5 or so degrees, not only in the morning, but in the afternoon hours, and some gusts over the higher elevations of the central mountains on Tuesday. Those wind chills will be improving, but mid to late morning wind chills still running about 15 to 30 below zero over the Magic Valley Snake Plain into the eastern highlands, the southeast highlands, improving over the central mountains, and you'll see that gradual warm-up. We talked about it, 5 degrees or so warming up. Some spots maybe closer to 10 degrees between today and tomorrow, but still plenty of single digits and teens, and some areas into the 20s for tomorrow afternoon. And Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, those wind chills still there, the wind gusts. But you'll notice, look at the map, the wind chills and the air temperatures are coming up 5 to 10 degrees on that warm up from in that 24-hour period for those low temperatures. Still out across the Arco Desert and upper Snake Plain, we're talking lows near 10 below zero, but many of us running anywhere from that 10 below range to maybe 10 above zero. So that warm-up continues across the region into Wednesday. We're talking finally seeing some places in the 25 to 30 degree range, maybe pushing just briefly above freezing down across the South Hills over in the Treasure Valley, as well in some of the valleys over the Central Mountains, where the inversion is not as strong. The cold air is not holding in as much during the daytime hours. Into Thursday, there's that warm-up. Pocatello westward and southwest towards the South Hills, we're talking low to mid 30s, so maybe a brief period of above freezing temperatures in the afternoon. The same over towards Driggs and the Swan Valley, the Central Mountains as well. Stanley above freezing, Salmon above freezing on Thursday, and Friday even warmer. This is the first chance of precipitation coming back into the forecast. So like we said, some of these warmer spots, it may be warm enough if we time this out right in the lower elevations to get a mix of rain and snow during the day. But Burley near 40, some upper 30s to low 40s once you get from Pocatello westward into the Magic Valley and Treasure Valley, mid 30s over around the Swan Valley and Driggs area as well. So like we said, it's going to be dangerously cold, not only with the wind chills, but even just the raw air temperatures for today and tomorrow. So bundle up. You need to be safe out there with that over the next couple of days. The warmer weather finally returns, but we're going from well below average to about average. So it's not like we're really warming up and going above average during that period. And by the end of the week, some more rain and snow headed our direction. Have a great Monday, and we can't stress it enough. Dress warmly and stay safe out there, everyone.